Good afternoon. Russia has attacked Ukraine. This is a brutal act of war.
The 24th of February 2022 will be remembered as a turning point in European history. On that day, the European security landscape has been shaken in a way that the world has never seen since the Cold War.
We face a new reality for our security. So we must reset our collective defense and deterrence for the longer term.
In order to answer Russia's aggression against Ukraine, NATO significantly increased its capacity for defense and deterrence, including by enhancing its presence at the eastern borders through the deployment of additional allied forces and technology on land, air, and sea.
In addition to the 100,000 U.S. forces now stationed in Europe to defend NATO territory, NATO established, as you already know, 4 new battle groups in Romania, Hungary, Bulgaria, and Slovakia to reinforce the Eastern Front.
The battle group forward presence in Romania was established in the month of May by transforming the multinational elements from the NATO response force in our country. Following France's proposal of taking over the framework nation role, this battle group is formed by the French battalion deployed in Romania, considered to be the spearhead of the Very High Readiness Joint Task Force, which integrates rotational forces from Belgium and Netherlands.
The first mission is to deter any enemies of the European and NATO alliance. But to deter, you have to prove it and to show it. So that's exactly what we are doing here. We show to any enemy of the European and NATO alliance that we are prepared to fight together, shoulder to shoulder.
The training facilities over here are excellent, but it's also because the Romanians over here are very helpful and very flexible in arranging any efforts for us to achieve training objectives that we have.
In Chinku, we were able to expand the existing base and to rapidly install our armed forces. Soon there will be approximately 1,000 troops deployed there, alongside our partners in Belgium and Netherlands.
Today, I feel strong emotions: anger, pride, and hope. Anger, because a sovereign nation was brutally invaded before our very eyes. Secondly, pride. Pride because European countries have united in the face of this act of barbarism. Lastly, I feel hope. Hope that this fighting will end soon, that we can rebuild a free and prosperous Ukraine. The support of the Western world will not end with the last gunfire.
Moreover, starting with the month of May, France also deployed in Romania the latest technology ground-to-air defense system called Mamba at the National Training Center for Air Defense at Capomedia.
We have very good cooperation, so especially for a few days now we are fully integrated in the NATO system. We are under NATO command. We are fully operational to complete our job.
But Romania is not only a security recipient, our country is also a security supplier.
I presented Romania's decision to contribute financially to the NATO voluntary funds dedicated to these countries with 1.3 million US dollars, 400,000 US dollars for Ukraine, 600,000 US dollars for the Republic of Moldova, and 300,000 US dollars for Georgia. Romania remains fully committed to fulfilling all its obligations and will continue to be a responsible and active contributor to promoting Euro-Atlantic security and stability. Increasing the defense budget to 2.5% of GDP is a concrete step in this direction in the spirit of allied solidarity.
Romanian armed forces have been deploying rotationally an air defense detachment to consolidate the enhanced forward presence in the northeast of the alliance as part of the NATO battle group in Poland since 2017, according to the decision taken by Romania at the NATO summit in Warsaw. Among the measures that NATO took to strengthen the eastern borders, besides the Allied battle groups, there was also the deployment in Romania of a Portuguese detachment consisting of 220 soldiers. The Portuguese forces have been integrated in national and multinational military structures and took part in many joint training activities to highlight the Allied solidarity. Also, as a result of the United States' commitment to the Black Sea region and NATO security, after 78 years since Operation Overlord in Normandy, the 101st Airborne Division of the US Army returned to Europe at the 57th Air Base Mihail Kogalnicianu.
The founding members of the 101st Airborne Division fought, sacrificed, and died to secure the peace that Europe has enjoyed since 1945. A peace that NATO has helped secure since that time, and one that is now threatened by the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Ne-am implicat în ceea ce înseamnă conceptul dezvoltării acestor grupuri de luptă, unde să fie dislocate, care este modul de creștere a lor până la nivel brigade. Coordonăm împreună cu aliații americani, dar și cu partenerii francezi care dezvoltă cel de-al doilea grup de luptă la Sibiu, coordonăm modul de realizare a națiunii gazdă, încheierea acordurilor tehnice privind susținerea pe timpul prezenței lor aici, parteneriatul pe care trebuie să realizeze cu unitățile Armatei României, programul de instruire în viitor și integrarea în planurile comune de acțiune.
As a result, the Russian invasion in Ukraine did not weaken our alliance. On the contrary, NATO's response to the armed aggression near its borders led to a more consistent approach in the east.
În clipa de față nu există diferențe calitative de natură strategică sau militară între nordul flancului estic sau sudul flancului estic.
During this period, NATO kept on alert more than 100 fighter jets in the region that keep our skies safe 24/7. Fighter jets from Italy, Germany, Canada, and United States of America have been deployed in Romania at the 86th Air Base in Fetești and the 57th Air Base in Mihail Kogalnicianu. They conduct enhanced air policing missions under NATO command and also train in exercises alongside Romanian Air Force planes to contribute to the improvement of the defense and deterrence capacity. Exercises were not only conducted in air, the Allied forces also train in Romania on land and at sea. Soldiers from American, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian and French armies, in a total of 700, took part for 2 weeks at the exercise called Justice Eagle in September at the Land Forces Secondary Combat Training Center in Smordan.
Exercise it's a great learning experience. We had the opportunity to come together and work with Romanian tanks, Romanian BTRs and their dismount soldiers, as well as other elements from the U.S. Army who we don't always work with. And so we've learned a lot during this time. Really, the experience to work with the tanks and with the Romanian soldiers was very helpful. It was a great time. We learned a lot about their different weapon systems, their different capabilities, and it showed us how we can all work together to make a stronger alliance.
Sailors from Bulgarian and Romanian naval forces took part in July at the exercise Breeze in the international waters of the Black Sea. Other partners and allied sailors joined from Belgium, France, Georgia, Greece, Italy, Latvia, Poland, Turkey, and the United States of America. Together, they practiced operational procedures for conventional and unconventional warfare and for fighting against asymmetrical threats. Romanian Special Forces conducted 2 multinational exercises this year alongside other operators from allied and partner countries. Junction Strike is the most important multinational and interinstitutional exercise conducted under the leadership of the Romanian Special Operations Command. 700 Romanian operators with 100 technical means for land, air and sea, together with 100 allied operators from the United Kingdom, United States of America, Turkey and Hungary, trained after a scenario that was adapted to possible operational threats, even though fictitious. Trojan Footprint, an exercise planned and coordinated by US Special Operations Command Europe, took place simultaneously on the territories of many European states such as Bulgaria, Croatia, Estonia, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Montenegro, Poland, Romania, Slovakia and Slovenia. These and many other exercises led to promoting regional security, especially in the Black Sea region. The adaptation to the new geopolitical normality was outlined during the Madrid summit. Maintaining NATO's open-door policy was decided.
NATO leaders took the historic decision to invite Finland and Sweden to become members of NATO.
Also, Ukraine has the right to decide its own security policy and to aspire towards membership in alliances considered suitable for its own future. Until then, future officers of the Ukrainian military will probably always remember that at times of need, a NATO member state offered them a shelter: Romania.